We can look at charts like this that show bullish divergences. We can show charts for Ethereum like this, where it shows the strong line of support and upward trend on the medium high time frame. But ultimately, guys, when asking the question that I saw Crypto asked earlier, when Ethereum pump, that's the real question, because although Ethereum has, moved up a little bit in recent times from $1,750, got as high as $2,100, many are still asking the question is, when is Ethereum really going to start making a move? And I think it has a lot to do with this chart, which is a boring chart, but it's an important chart that you should know about. And spoiler alert, guys, I am just editing this video as we speak. I'm going to show you this chart. It's the federal balance sheet. Spoiler alert, as I said. It's really going to show us exactly what's going to happen to Ethereum over the next few months. But I wanted to make a very small plug, and you'll forgive me. I've turned ads off to make a relevant announcement here. I've started a brand new partnership with an exchange that allows you to not sell your Ethereum to put on futures positions. And also, it's the best UI I've ever experienced. So what do I mean? Very quickly, futures, coin margin. If you use coin margin, you can trade Ethereum and not sell your Ethereum and get your profits in Ethereum when you trade. The other super cool thing is they have a new feature called Memex. Instantly trade on-chain memes like 𝗬𝗫, for example. So, these rare meme coins, these sort of 500,000 cat meme coins your mates send you on your WhatsApp and Telegram groups at midnight. Buy this, buy that. How do I buy it? Well, you can just buy it on a centralized exchange on Femex. So link down below, guys. You can check it out. And I'll put the bonus there for you as well using that link. On with the video. So this is the Federal Reserve balance sheet. What you'll notice, and I'm going to show you this compared to Ethereum in a moment as well, but I just want to quickly show it to you alone, and you'll see the reason for that in a minute. You can see that the Federal Reserve balance sheet as percentage of GDP since 2022 has been declining. That means the government have been doing quantitative tightening. We're going to learn a bit more about quantitative tightening and quantitative easing in a moment. But Ethereum is highly correlated with monetary policy. Why? Because it is the king of DeFi, and you get a yield with Ethereum, which, by the way, was as high as like 12-15% 3-4 years ago. It's now only like 2-3%, and we know you can get a better yield just by putting your money into bonds, having your money in the bank 4-5%. Obviously, that's going to be changing soon. The Fed have essentially said, come June, July, they're going to be decreasing the federal funds interest rate. That's good for crypto. So a quick lesson on quantitative tightening and easing, and you'll see in a minute how this relates to the Ethereum price. So stick around for that. Guys, QT versus QE. I'm going to give you a 30-second snapshot because I don't know if that many people are that interested, but it's important. Look, if you want to understand quantitative tightening, quantitative easing, this is a very good, easy to understand thread. Basically, what's been happening for the last 2 years is tightening, quantitative tightening, the removing of money from financial markets. So central banks reduce the money supply, they sell off bonds, and they raise interest rates. That's what they've been doing from 2022 up until pretty much now. Quantitative easing is the opposite, and this is what we're waiting on, and this is what should come in June and July. And you can see how the Ethereum chart, quantitative tightening ends and quantitative easing started in early 2020 as a result of COVID, weakening economy, which of course is very much of the agenda at the moment. People are worrying about a weakening economy and a recession hitting. So QE happens when central banks increase the money supply and inject liquidity. Liquidity is very important for crypto. Okay, Bitcoin, on the other hand, has done quite well because it's digital gold, but Ethereum and altcoins need a big surge in liquidity. And we can see, just like in 2019, 2020, we had this wedge form at the upper band of the Ethereum regression band. We dipped into it. That was because of COVID, really very weakening economy there. And you saw a reversal in quantitative tightening to quantitative easing. The same is likely to happen in the next 1 to 2 months. As Benjamin Cowan says, right now Ethereum is breaking down, decent odds the Fed ends QT within the next few months, and I believe he's right. I actually wrote an article on X about this earlier, why Ethereum's price had suffered. I do suggest to go and check out my X. I think we will see this pattern play out, which we have this bullish hidden divergence. You can see the indicator lower lows, the price creating higher highs, you know, since July 2023. I think we're still in that very much, and you can see we just need to get back above this $2,100 level to continue this run, which I think will happen. Let me know what you think in the comments, and once again, check out FEMX down below for your crypto bonus. FEMX at the moment has a competition where you can win up to 10,000 Ethereum and ADA. The other cool thing about it, as well as just being an overall really good crypto exchange, guys, on their futures, if you want to trade Ethereum, you can actually do it coin margin. So if you want to open an Ethereum long, you can do so using Ethereum as your margin. So you don't need to sell your Ethereum into USDT, and your profits will be in Ethereum as well, which is good for an up market, which is what we can expect over the next few months, going into the next few years even. So FEMX up to $4,800, no KYC, really good platform. Check it out. In my opinion, one of the best UI and best platforms with no KYC. So easy sign up. Thank you for joining me. See you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.